Greetings, gastronomes. Today I'm going to be making an absolute classic, leek and potato soup. This is a famous dish over a lot of Europe. I guess anywhere that leeks and potatoes are grown, and which would be a lot of the world actually. Leek and potato are just one of those marriages made in heaven, like pork and apple, There's loads of them, famous dishes. Prosciutto e melone. Yeah, I'm not going to go through them all. There's a whole bunch of marriages made in heaven. This is one of them. So, there's a lot of recipes for this. There's your famous highfalutin chef recipe from Paris, vichyssoise, which is quite a bit different. Don't recommend it. I'm not going to be making that. The main difference is a lot of recipes have onion in it, but the leek is a member of the onion family. And if you've ever grown leeks and grown onions, they look exactly the same when they're young. They look exactly the same. They're both members of the allium genus, so I don't think it's a good idea to put onions in your leek and potato soup. Get some good leeks, put the leeks in. They've got the allium gene. You don't need the onion, people. The other thing is some people use different kinds of stock. Some people use chicken stock. For Christ's sake, it's a vegetable soup. Don't put chicken stock into vegetable soup. It's just fucking stupid. Yeah, so if you're going to use vegetable stock, which I am, highly recommend the Vegeta. Much better than the Maggi. Much better. I like to put a little bit of cayenne in, just a very small amount, just enough to give you a little tickle on the tongue, but no more than that. We don't want it to really bite, just a little tickle. And that's really it. So I just use water and powdered veggie stock. I guess you could use properly made vegetable stock, liquid vegetable stock if you wanted to, but this works really, really well. And also you can control the vegetable stock flavour with the dry stuff at the end. If you're not happy at the end, you want a bit more oomph, bit more flavour, you can just chuck a bit more of that in, stir it around, and it'll very quickly go through the soup and you'll get a little bit more flavour. But you don't want too much, because it's all about the leek and potato. You don't want to overwhelm the leek and potato with too much veggie stock. It's just there to give a nice oomph, little boost to the flavour, a boost. But not to drown it. We don't want to drown it. So it's a very simple dish. Quick, easy to make. So I've already peeled 440 grams of potatoes, which I grew. I did that off camera because there'd be nothing more boring than watching someone peel potatoes, and I'd find it difficult to talk while I'm doing it because I'm concentrating. My potatoes are quite small, and I've got to really concentrate to peel them. Anyway, the tricky bit is the leek. So we don't want the really dark leaves. Cut the really dark leaves off. Now a lot of recipes will say, and if you watch chefs on YouTube or whatever, you've got to cut the root off. You don't want the root interfering. They'll say, don't put any, just only use the white, like from there down, but that's wasteful. And a bit of green is okay, in my opinion, a bit of green. Not too much, but a little bit, it's fine. So the main trick here, the main difficulty is washing the leek. So I'll show you what to do in order to make sure you don't get dirt, because there's always dirt in the top. So you cut off the white bit. This is the bit the chefs will use, but use this bit as well. And I'll show you what to do. So what you do is you cut it in half, lengthwise, like that. And I'll set up the camera on the sink so you can see me wash it. Right. Here we have the halved green part of the leek. So take the centre bit. The centre bit is the least likely to have dirt in it. Probably won't have dirt, especially down the bottom, but even up the top, shouldn't have dirt in it. But you can just take each, just have a good look in there for some dirt, and just wash it. Wash those. Now the main thing is you just take your leaf and just wash everyone. Where the dirt will be, it'll be here. So make sure you wash that bit and just keep an eye out for the dirt. You don't want dirt. See, there was a little bit of dirt there, which would have been bad. You know, if you've got any grit, any dirt, it's just grit. It won't kill you or anything, it's not poisonous, but it'll be crunchy when it, you know, you'll get the taste, you'll get a crunchy bit when you go, there's a bit of something there. You'll get crunchy in your mouth if you eat dirt, and people don't like it. It's not good. It's not good, so we don't want dirt. At any cost, we do not want dirt in our leek and potato soup. Very, very important, we don't want it. Now this leek's pretty clean, I've got to say. Usually they're much more dirty than this. But look at that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The dirt. It's always there. You always find it there. So you always have to be very careful to wash it. And I guess that's one reason why the chefs don't like to use this part. If you wash it properly, it's good. Just make sure you get rid of all the dirt. Have a good look. Because even very small amounts of dirt will make a crunchiness that you don't want. Okay, nice and simple. Didn't actually take very long. It's not difficult to do, so I recommend you do it. So the next thing we want to do is cut off the really dark green bits. We don't want the really dark green. I'll just get rid of the really dark green. Like I say, I like to leave a bit of green. It's not too much. I mean, you can eat it if you're really keen, but just cut it back. Don't want too much of it. There's a little bit there. Beautiful colour, isn't it? Lovely emerald green. Wonderful colour. And we just chop it up. You don't have to get too precise here because I'm going to puree it. Some people don't puree it, some people do puree it. I like to puree it. And we want butter in this. Of course, butter goes very well with leek and potato. Butter, leek, potato, fantastic. So probably a couple of tablespoons of butter, not that much, and then on to simmer, saute. So the idea is to saute the leek and potato for a little while in butter. My mother used to make this. I loved it. Mum used to make some really good soups. This was one of them. She did not puree it, but I do. I do. I think she was influenced by. I know she was influenced by the chef, the French school of cooking, which I'm not particularly influenced by the French school. Not really. I'm influenced by the Martian school. I mean, I suppose I'm influenced to some extent by the Italian school, but not too hot, we don't want to burn it. Definitely don't want to burn it. In fact, you don't even really want to brown it, you just want to saute them gently for a little while, 5 minutes or so, just to get them going, get them cooking. Just want to fry them a little bit, you know. Now, this is the main part of the leek, the bit that people normally cut off in its entirety. And if you don't want, we don't really want circles or rings. You don't want rings of leek, because then you can't, they all join together in the ring, and they don't so easily come out. I mean, they will come out of the ring eventually, but if you cut them in half lengthwise first, then it all just falls apart. The ring doesn't stay together, which you don't want it to, because you want to be able to move it around in the pan. There we go. Now I can already smell the leek. The beautiful smell of sautéing leek. It's just a beautiful thing, really beautiful thing. Now these are only small potatoes, so I'm just going to cut them in half, just to speed up the cooking process a little bit. I'm just going to cook it. It's pretty easy. I'll just cook it for I think 20 minutes. Oop. Dodgy bit. Oop. I thought I checked all my potatoes for dodgy bits, but looks like one got through. I mean, because I grow them myself, there's always, you know, the chance of little incursions into the potato due to insects or something. Or in severe cases, the garden fork when I go to harvest them. It's always a problem, but you can, if the potato's big, you can cut away the ruined part around where the fork tine went through. Alright. Softening up quite nicely. Hang on a minute, I'll get my phone and I'll give you a look. Alright, I just took a couple of minutes there to let the leek and potatoes saute properly, so I'll just give you a look and see what it looks like in the pan. Yeah. Lovely. Get a nice sheet, thin layer of butter on the frying veggies, which is what we wanted to achieve. Now, a little bit of cayenne, not too much, just maybe 1/4 teaspoon. Not too much. Just want to give a hint, a little tickle on the tongue, not too much. And I'll just stir that in a bit. Just smell it, nice. Now we want 600 ml of hot water, or what used to be called a pint once upon a time, a pint. $600 ml in a pint, people in South Australia, not 440. reason, I don't know why South Australians just downgrade the value of drinks. So a pint gets downgraded to a schooner. They still call it a pint. It's not a pint. And they know it's not a pint. That's the stupid thing. They know it isn't. But they still insist on calling it a pint. Anyway. Nice heat dessert spoon of the vegetable stock. And stir it around a bit. Make sure that stock's in there. Give you another look. Another look so that we can compare. Because I'll come back after it's cooked and I'll video what's in the pan again, so you'll be able to easily compare between now and then. So here we are. This is the soup just simmering away at the beginning. So I'll turn that right down, put the lid on, and I'll let it cook. I think it's 20 or 25 minutes, just to make sure the potatoes are well and truly cooked right through. Then I'll let it cool down a bit. I'll bring you back when it's cooled down a bit and it's ready for the blender. Okay, we're done. 25 minutes and it is cooked. So let's just have a look at the difference, if there is any difference. The potatoes are nice and soft. Now we'll put a cup of milk in. We won't be cooking this anymore, so we'll put in a cup of milk. And that will give the soup a lovely creamy consistency and mouthfeel. Give it a stir. Get my blender ready. If we're lucky, it'll just go in. If we're lucky. Look at that. Steaming. So we got it all out. Put the lid on. Medium. I just like to pulse it a bit. Just to make sure we've cut up all those potatoes. I think that'll do. So, I tell you what, the taste of cooked leek is really nice. Tastes great even without the blending. But I'm sure it's going to be even better with the blender. So, back in the pan. Let's just see what it's like. Scoop it out. We don't want to waste this. Don't want to waste the treasure. The treasure that is leek and potato soup. gastronomes. Leek and potato soup, one of the all-time classics. Right, now let's might check to adjust the seasoning, make sure it's right. It's good. Yeah, I think that's pretty much perfect. There's no need to add salt because the stock, like I guess like most stocks, very salty. Most powdered stocks, very salty. So you don't want to add any extra salt. I think it's about right the way it is. So I guess for the money shot, better put it in a bowl. Can't have Mr. Mars eating directly out of the saucepan now, can we? That wouldn't be very nice. That would be a bit uncouth. Uncouth, Mr. Mars. Don't eat directly out of the saucepan. It's really good, people. I don't want to waste any. It would be a sin to waste it. Alright, I'll get a soup spoon. Put that back on the stove. What we want is the money shot. Oh God. Money shot video, go, do it. Looks very pale there, light, because the white balance is all wrong. Even here it's too pale. It's too pale, people, it should be more green. Should be more green, but that's what the crappy white balance in the phone does. Does not know what it's doing. There's a little tickle of the cayenne, just a little tickle, but not too much. You can taste the potato, you know, you can really taste the potato. And of course the leek. That's what it's all about, the leek and the potato. No, never lose that balance. The stock is just there to give it a bit of an extra body. But the overall effect is the potato and the leek, which is what you want. And it's just so good. It works so well. Simple thing, potato and leek. Marriage made in heaven, people. Just perfect. So you can make it, if you, like my mother used to do, she didn't vitamize it, she would chop up the leek and chop up the potato quite fine, very fine, finely chopped potato, quite fine. And it was really good. But this is really good too. So it just depends what you like, but I guess I like it vitamized because it's easier. And it guarantees every mouthful of soup, you get the full experience. So good. You can have toast with it, but I think it's best you have the toast afterwards, because otherwise you kind of corrupt the taste a bit. You know, you could try dipping your toast into it. So simple and so good. Really good. That's it, folks. Leek and potato soup. Calm down, bath.